Hello and welcome to Thinking Outside, Mixing Inside the Box. My name is Chris. I hope you had a wonderful, inspiring day. Today I want to talk about Studio One and Melodyne. I think that Melodyne is a great, powerful tool not only to help you to get more natural vocal performances if you do it right, but also you can use it to improve your mix with bass or to copy a natural, real piano performance and take that into your MIDI VST. But first, let's talk about improving vocal performances. Think about it that way. Sometimes a vocal performance isn't about being pitch perfect, it's about an emotional expression. If you think about Bob Dylan and the way he sings, how does it feel? He's sliding into notes. No way you could use an automated tool which would correct this in a good way. The same goes for Melodyne. You don't want to use the macro correction tool. You want to go into every single note and find out what is this expression, this emotional expression about. Is it okay to be a little bit over pitched or under the pitch? Or does it really bother the performance? So imagine you are in your studio and you have to record a vocal artist and you already have 3 takes and the artist is super insecure and it doesn't get really better. In that case, I was the artist. But the 4th take I thought was quite good, emotional, but it wasn't pitch perfect at all. Listen to this.
People become perfect liars. Stakes are getting high and higher.
For example, the high is really too sharp. I don't take the whole vocal performance, I just take a segment of this. Then I press edit with Melodyne, here it is, and then we've got the blobs. You might think that all the blobs should be in the middle of the grid, which is wrong. You take all these blobs and you go to the macro tool and you correct this. It doesn't sound natural.
People become perfect liars.
Melodyne does its best to recognize what you want, but it's not accurate all the time. It's really better if you work with the single blobs. So you've got your pitch tool and you've got your pitch modulation tool and your pitch drift tool, and you can separate notes. I always look for the vertex of the pitch curve, which is here, and then I work with the percentage. I don't double click on the blob, so it gets automatically in the middle. I drag the blob so that the vertex of the tonal curve is in the middle. This I can drag down, and this can come up a little bit. How does it sound?
People become perfect liars.
So the perfect is a little bit under the pitch, but also there's a kind of vibrato I don't want. So I use the pitch modulation tool and flatten it out a little bit, because if you overdo this, it really sounds unnatural. Now the vertex here is in the middle, and this one I can set it a little bit down. Let's listen to this.
People become perfect liars.
The second part of perfect, I think it wants to come down here.
People become perfect liars.
That sounds better. If I've got a problem with the tonal drift of this one, I can separate the blobs. If you drag that second part down.
Liars.
This is a typical wrong Melodyne sound, because the tonal drift from this blob to this blob is too fast. And then you use this tool here. And you give the tone a little bit more time to drift down.
Perfect liars.
And now it sounds better.
People become perfect liars.
I still want to correct this a little bit.
People become perfect liars.
And now to the next segment.
Stakes are getting high and higher.
The first high here is a little bit too high, so I drag that down.
Stakes are getting high and higher.
I want this to be a bit more.
Stakes are getting high and higher.
Now I can use the tone separation and see what I want to do with this one here. Do I want to drag it down?
Getting high and higher.
Yes, I want. And this I want to have a little bit more up, and this too, because here's the definition of the tone.
Stakes are getting high.
This one can come up a little bit.
Stakes are getting high and higher.
Now we go to the next segment.
But you for sold the perfect deal.
So this is really wrong. This is too high.
But you for sold the perfect deal.
This needs definition here, and this needs definition here.
But you for sold the perfect deal.
This one is too high.
But you for sold the perfect deal.
Now I can work with the pitch drift tool again, because this is drifting down too hard.
But you for sold the perfect deal.
So this sounds a little bit sharp.
But you for sold the perfect deal.
Now when you take this take here and you drag it over the original performance, let's see how it sounds.
People become perfect liars. Stakes are getting high and higher. But you for sold the perfect deal. The story's getting so unreal.
So that sounds pretty okay to me. In the next video I want to show you how you can Melodyne the natural and real performance of a bass player to add the Melodyne MIDI track with VST to your natural bass sound and enhance it. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, please click this button, and see you again here at Thinking Outside, Mixing Inside the Box.